It's the Orlando Magic and the Sacramento Kings. Coming at you, it's the NBA right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's Sacramento to start out. On the wing, Christie. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Stojakovic. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The three from Suggs. And he buries his first look.
Suggs is so competitive. You knew he wanted to respond with that three.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. Divac. Christie's got room. That one's good from the corner.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Pass to Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Now here's Bane. This one for three. It's rebounded by Divac.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Bibby, no good. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Down low. Here's Carter. Can't connect from short range. Here's Christie. Gets the three to fall. Christie's got 5 points.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
The three from Suggs. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Suggs, no good. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. They grab their own miss. Outside Christie. Pass to Stojakovic. Lets the three fly. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he's good on the second.
Taking 3 shots.
And he can't make it 3 for 3. Magic trail by 3. Picked by Carter. Kicks it out to Bane. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
You gotta D up Bane from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 10 points for him.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
So both teams changing it up here. The 3 from Bane. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Pass to Stojakovic. Another one falls for Sacramento. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Here's Suggs. He's got 6. Outside Bain. To the paint. Here's Carter. Sacramento grabs the miss. Pass to Turkoglu. From outside the arc. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You too.
Jump ball.
And so here's Sacramento. On the wing, Christie. Launches a 3. The rebound by Carter. Orlando trailing here. From deep, Bain buries it from 3. Bain's got 9 points. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Turkoglu. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Christie's shot is off. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
The 3 from Bain. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And Suggs, here we go. Bain surveying the D. To the middle. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Orlando ahead. Up 4. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. 4-point game. Right side Bain. Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero imposing his will inside.
To the right side. Here's Stojakovic. The rebound by Carter. Magic leading by 6. Here's Banchero. Here's Suggs. From deep. He can't get it to go. Pass to Miller. And stolen by Suggs. Outside Bain. From deep, Banchero. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look and good night. Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Banchero. Left side Bain. Miller comes with a double. Got a piece of it. Christie with a steal. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. That one's good by Stojakovic.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking a three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Right side Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. Orlando making a switch here. Kings trail by 5. Outside Christie. And stolen by Bain. Here's Suggs. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Jalen Suggs at his best is a real dangerous threat in the open floor.
That one's good by Stojakovic.
He's having a remarkable first half from three-point land. He's been dialed in since the moment he stepped on the floor.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And the three-pointer goes. Stojakovic has got 27.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
And the basket by Bain.
And Bain picking up the phone with no hesitation. What an answer.
Wagner with a steal. Inside. And Carroll. He got a piece of it. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Orlando shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Timeout called. Sacramento.
Timeout.
And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And he drops the first.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
Kings trail by 8. And another Sacramento 3.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Orlando's shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes a first.
Shooting for Orlando.
And Bain drops them both.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Pass to Wagner. And Carroll outside. Just 5 on the clock. Wagner with a screen. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just an opportunity to get a second chance by Mo Wagner. You know he's going to be aggressive.
And the call will be against Mo Wagner. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Turkoglu. Here's Stojakovic. Launches it. Drains the triple. Stojakovic has got 38 points. And Carroll in the post. Three-pointer. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating three to take the lead.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sacramento on top, up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Timeout called, Sacramento.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Magic trail by 3. Suggs, left side. Pass to Banchero. Fades and shoots. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Banchero's got 18.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Here's Stojakovic. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. To the wing, right side. Here's Stojakovic. Knocks it down from distance. Stojakovic has got 47 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Turkoglu. Christie up top. He's got 5. Here's Stojakovic. The offensive rebound. Here's Weber. Here's Bibby. And another Sacramento 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Back to Wagner. Kicks it out to Bain. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it.
Kings ball. Now into the lineup for Sacramento. Number 21, Ronnie Diva.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Bibby. Here's Stojakovic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Wagner for 3. Weber pulls it in. Sacramento leading by 8. 3 on 3. Here's Stojakovic. Nails it from 3. Stojakovic has got 9 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Over to the left wing. The 3 ball. And the Kings with another 3.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Stojakovic has got 56 in the game.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And they're on the run. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Franz Wagner.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. Both shots good from the stripe. Magic trail by 19. And stolen by Jackson. The three. The shot off that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Wing shot on the way. The rebound by Pollard. Sacramento leading by 20. Here's Christie. And another Sacramento three. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Pass to Bain. Fires for three. That doesn't go either for Bain.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own three.
Fires from deep. And it's Christie with a three. Christie's got 9 points now in the second half.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
There's the three. And another Sacramento three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Sacramento already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Outside Jones. Back to Jackson. Oh, stolen by Richardson.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Bobby Jackson.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Good on the second one. And so here's Sacramento. Here's Stojakovic. No good on the triple. Outside Richardson. And he lobs it up top. Here's Stojakovic. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Stojakovic has got 60.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
Pass to Pollard. Here's Stojakovic. Sacramento passing it around. And he lays it up and in.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Wagner for three. No good there. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Over to the wing. Pass to Turkoglu. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Pollard. There's Jackson with the three. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Now into the lineup for Sacramento, number 4, Chris Webber.
On the wing, Richardson. The three is up. Webber pulls it in. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. In transition, here they come.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Pass to Turkoglu. To the inside. Out to the right wing. And he drives in. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
The assist.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Richardson for three. Hits the three-pointer. Richardson's got 6 in the quarter.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Jackson outside. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Magic.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Back to Suggs. The kick out to Richardson. Shot clock at 2. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
Oh, that's an unselfish play from Paolo Banchero. Just recognizing the situation, sets up his teammate nicely.
Here's Stojakovic. Here's Weber. Jackson outside. Down low. And that one's good. Weber.
They love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margins.
Wagner for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Kings.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
Pass to Carter. Outside Bain. 4-3. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
There's the triple. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Here's Bibby. To the wing on the left. Here's Stojakovic. Hits the trifecta.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Banchero the screen. From deep, Bain knocks down the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
Outside Bain. Back to Banchero. The 3 is up. That one is off. So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate
on your no. I bought my whole family whips, no Volvos. Next time I'm in church, please no photos. Police escort. Gotta